Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Overdramatic with Austin. This is episode 3, and it's not only episode 3, but it's the Christmas episode. Yay! Um, Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Happy whatever you do celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate at all, Happy Wednesday. Let's see. We've got not much going on, okay? I've got my Christmas stuffed animals that I keep on my couch behind me. They've been in the past 3 episodes. Excuse me. They'll probably go away in the next episode because it won't be Christmas anymore. But next week's episode, all I can think about is how incredible it's going to be. I'm not going to say much, but someone's going to be sitting across from me. You already know who it is. It's Zoe. And we've got a lot to talk about. We've got a lot to get caught up on. And not only that, but we have surprises. Because I'm pretty sure next week's episode will be... Let me check my calendar. Next week's episode is the first episode of the year, so we have some things to celebrate with. Happy Christmas. I don't know why I just said Happy Christmas. Stupid. Anyway. But to celebrate Christmas, I have a little Christmas sweater on. I don't think I've worn this on that episode before, or an episode before. What else do we got going on? I'm pre-recording this. Usually my episodes are recorded the day before they come out, but I'm having to record this one on Saturday, December 21st, just because I'm leaving to go see my family tomorrow, so I just want to get this over with. But I will be back not next Sunday, the 29th, to grab Zoe from the airport. So, anywho, I'm really excited about that. But let's get into this week's episode. I have notes now written down because I realize I cannot remember that comes to my mind. So I like to, whenever I think of something, I come in here, write it down, and then come back to it when we do the podcast. So, anyway, I want to first start off by saying last week's episode, there was a tiny mistake made when we were discussing the dress in the 15 things that turn 10 next year. I accidentally said the dress was gold and blue, which is incorrect. The dress is not gold. It was black. I think I said black or blue or gold or blue, which is wrong. It's actually black or blue or white or gold. So white and gold is correct. Gold and blue is not. So if that upset you, I'm so sorry because I did not even realize that. So put a little X next to this so we know I've already discussed that. Thank you to Pink for letting me know. I didn't even realize. And the worst part is I was sitting here reading off the Wikipedia. Like, I'm stupid. Sorry. Next I want to give a shout out to my friend Shyla. Everyone say good luck, Shyla, because she is entered into Vase's art competition. I think that's what it's called. I think it's just called Vase. But she is so freaking talented, and she's one of the nicest people I think I've ever met in my life. One of the nicest people I've ever been friends with. She's so stinking talented, and she's made it to this really prestigious art competition. So let's all manifest and let's all come together and pray that she wins something. She's super freaking talented and deserves it. She doesn't think she's gonna win anything, but I know she's gonna secure that first place win because she's just that talented. So shout out to Shyla. Good luck. If you're watching the audio version, I'm holding up heart hands. If you're not, then you see. So good luck, Shyla. Today's episode, even though it's a Christmas episode, I mean, we can talk about Christmas at the end of the episode, but I don't really have much to say. Oh wait, since this episode comes out on Christmas, did you guys get anything good? Like, let me know your hauls below. I love to watch me a good Christmas haul, okay? So let me know in the comments below, what did you get anything good? The main thing I want this year is I asked for Uggs because I look stupid wearing Crocs and jeans. So I want Uggs, and I'm not talking about the 2010 Uggs that like go up here for my viewers, my YouTube listeners or watchers. You can see what I'm talking about, like up to here. For my audio listeners, I'm talking about the 2012 or 2010 wet UGG crisis that a lot of you went through because you were wearing those fuckers anywhere. Outside, in the rain, in the snow. If you have never smelled a wet UGG, I don't know what to tell you. No, absolutely not. So yeah, I asked for Uggs, and then I asked for some furniture for my house or my apartment, just because. Well, I asked for a bed frame because I have a bed frame right now, but it like doesn't have a headboard, and so when I sleep, my pillows are like folding. I don't know, it's weird. And then I think I asked for like 2 side tables, and then a coffee table. So hopefully I'll get it. I'll let you guys know next week. I'm so fucking excited for next week's episode. I don't think you guys understand this shit we have planned. It's too good to be true. Anyhow, today we're going to be talking 2025 predictions. I have quite a few here. And they're not so like world predictions as much as like pop culture, because I am in pop culture. It's pop culture, and then it's like some TikTok stuff, and if that's still a thing next year, that's something I'll talk about in a second. So we will see. So yeah, we got a nice little episode planned for you guys. So let's get into it. Now that I have like notes, I'm not all over. Now that I have like notes written down. Okay, my first 2025 prediction is Short and Sweet Deluxe mid-February. Now, I know her team's been hinting at it. She's been hinting at it. I think we're going to get a deluxe album for Short and Sweet sometime mid-February. And the only reason I feel like that would be a good time is because it's around Valentine's Day, and that album is about being horny. Anywho, so... And also, I just want to say really quick, the parents who were getting upset at Sabrina Carpenter for being too sexual on stage, why are you bringing your child to a event where she's singing off songs off her album, and every single song on the album is mostly about sex? You listened to Juno by Sabrina Carpenter and thought, let me get my kids tickets to this concert. That's on you. That is on you. Like, you parent your kid. She doesn't have to parent your kid for you. Like, don't get me started. We talked about that last week. Pissed me off so bad. Moving on. I think Chaperone's going to drop her second album. I think now that... I don't want to say her fame has died down because it's still very huge. But I think now that people maybe aren't being as weird as they were at the beginning of her career, and they've kind of, like... taking a step back now that she's gone on the internet and been like, you guys are freaks, like, stop showing up to my sister's house. I think now she's ready, hopefully, to release music. I know that she performed The Giver on SNL a few weeks ago, and then in April she performed Subway, and then we have Good Luck Babe, but I don't maybe Good Luck Babe will be on the album, I don't know, but yeah, I think we're going to get another album from Chaperone next year. If not next year, then definitely 2026. So, okay, this one is for my Swifties, because let me tell you, I hear you and I see you, and I want it just as much as you do. I think next year she's going to drop Rep and debut TV. I think now that she is done with tour, she has more time on her hands to plan out a proper era for those 2 re-recordings. And if she keeps the way that she's been going, where she does recording re-recording album, re-recording album, re-recording, it would just make sense, because she did Fearless, Red, and then we got Midnights, and then she did Speak Now 1989, Tortured Poets Department, and then it makes sense now, I guess, to do Rep and debut. Do we think she's going to do debut first, or do we think she's going to do Rep first? I hope she does Rep, because I feel like it'd be a full circle moment to end her reclaiming era with the album she first started with in her career. I don't know, I just think that would be a full circle moment, so I hope that's the way it goes. I don't know. I wrote this one down, but the more I think about it, I don't know if it's possible. New Miley Cyrus album. I know... I hope so. I don't care what anyone says. I thought Endless Summer Vacation was good. I get the hate on Flowers because it was very much overplayed, so I understand that. But I don't think that takes away from the song's authenticness. And I thought it was a pretty good song when I first heard it when it first came out. Again, the Endless Summer Vacation album was so good. And I miss Smiley on stage. I know she's like at a point in her life where she doesn't want to tour anymore, which is fine. It's fine. But I do miss seeing her on stage. I think she did when she did Flowers at the Grammys. It like was like a whoa moment because I don't think people realize how good she is live. Like Miley Cyrus, in my opinion, is better live than a lot of artists these days. So anyway, new Miley Cyrus album. Sorry, I know she just dropped the song for that movie that's coming out soon. I don't, or it's out now. I don't know. I'm not sure what the movie's even called. I just know she dropped a song for it. Okay. I think Liam Payne is going to get an album dropped by his label because even though he's passed and it's been a hot minute, I think next year we're going to see a Liam Payne album just in the way that like Juice World and XXX Tentacion, I think that's how you say his name, their labels have like dropped their music. I think he was finished with his album. So I think that might be released. I don't know. I don't really listen to Liam Payne, but I did listen to One Direction when I was a kid. So, but I'm not into like their solo music. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just not into their solo music. So I apologize. Also, I'm sorry I've been like so like stuffy in my throat. It's the weather. Like it's constantly changing and it's like making me feel sick. So if there's a lot of every like 10 seconds, that was probably so loud. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Trisha Paytas hosts SNL and gets a talk show. She's on it. She's on it. She was just in Playboy magazine. She was just on an episode of SNL. I think she's going to get to host it. I hope she's maybe going to host an episode next year. I think that would be really cool to see. And I think she's going to get her own talk show. Now, whether this talk show is brought to the internet by Hulu, Netflix, NBC, ABC, I think we're going to get it. Even if it's, like I said, via YouTube, I think she's going to do a little talk show. I think that would be really cute. I feel like now that Wendy Williams has kind of taken an exit because of her health, not that I'm saying anyone can replace Wendy Williams because there will never be another Wendy Williams because that woman was iconic. I do feel like we need someone like her back on TV who is like brutally honest. And I kind of miss turning on my TV and seeing a lot of The Killer and Clap If You Think She Should Suffer and, her just talking about anyone and anything, Now this one, I think I kind of know this is true. I think we're going to get a new Chloe Bailey x Halle Bailey album next year. Those are my Georgia sisters. Okay, those ladies lived like 30 minutes away from where I grew up. I love their music. They are like one of my favorite artists to listen to. Their last album, Ungodly Hour, was so good. Not a single skip on that album. And the kids, oh my God, the kids are all right. That's actually kind of a tongue twister for me because I can't speak proper English. The Kids Are All Right was a really good album. So I think we're overdue for a Chloe X Halle album. I know Chloe just dropped her second solo album, Trouble in Paradise, which was so freaking good, by the way. Just for a second, let me just say that album was so good and under-recognized by every single person on this earth except for me because I listen to it every single day. It was so fucking good. It was so good. So good. It was just so good. Every single song on that album was incredible. And then same thing with In Pieces. That was such a freaking good album. The title track, mind-blowing. You guys, I feel like a lot of you guys like to take Chloe Bailey for granted when she is literally like mini Beyonce. Like, you see her performances, she is dancing on that stage, she's singing that, like, that mic is on, okay? Um, Halle Bailey, you know, she just had a kid and she's been taking time to be a parent, which I like. Okay, I'm sorry, but I cannot stand when celebrities have kids and then like a few months later they're like in a movie and like on press for the movie and they never talk about their kid, you never see their kid, and then you hear about their kid maybe 5 years later. Like, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but I feel like these celebrities that are having kids aren't being parents. But I feel like you can really tell that Halle Bailey is a good mother. So you did your big one, sister. You did your big one with that baby. So good job. Um, Again, Halle Bailey's music, again, In Your Hands, Angel, and Because I Love You. Those are super duper duper good songs. I need a full album. And I know we're not gonna get it before the end of the year just because there's 1 week left in this year. So maybe, but maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll get a new Chloe X Halle album next year, and then after that album, we'll get a Halle Bailey album, or maybe we'll get the Halle Bailey album. And I don't know. The song snippets she played sounded so freaking good, and I'm ready for the full thing. Okay, please. TikTok gets banned. I I know because it's not confirmed yet, but I think it's gonna happen. And like I said last episode, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want TikTok to get banned. Um, but I love this like last era that TikTok's in right now. This like I guess series finale is like fucking songs I would play if I owned this, if I owned that. Those videos are so like they're so horrible, but they're so funny. I'm sorry, but yeah, I think it's gonna get banned. I don't know. And I feel like even if someone buys it who's not the people that own it right now, the app's gonna suck. And I feel like, please, disclaimer, if you are Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk, this is all alleged. Please don't hurt me. Please don't come for me. I am a broke 19-year-old. Please leave me alone. I feel like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk had something to do with TikTok getting shut down so that they would get more people to come on their social media platforms. Because if you think about it, if you compare TikTok to Instagram Reels, they're like, to me, they're not on the same page. Like, there's more people going on TikTok than Instagram Reels. Same thing with the people now. There's more people on TikTok than like Twitter. So I honestly feel like they had something to do with it. So I don't know. That's just my conspiracy theory. Let me know what you guys think, because I would love to get more in depth about that. Just because, I don't know. Weird that these two people own two apps that are super successful, and they're trying to take down a more successful app that's owned by a different company, who they're, I guess, not friends with. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are like besties, but they're not besties with the person who owns TikTok. So I don't know. Please don't come for me. Okay. I think next year, and I'll do a whole Grammys episode of who I think is gonna take home the Grammy for each like thing for the main categories. I'll do a whole episode for that when it gets closer to the Grammys. But I do want to say one thing about two things about the Grammys. I think Chaperone and Sabrina Carpenter are going to bag their first Grammys ever next year. I think Sabrina's going to take home a song. She's going to take home like one of the awards for Espresso. I can't remember what song that is. I think it's Best Pop Solo Perform. I don't know if it's that one. I don't remember. But anyway, like I said, we'll do a whole Grammys episode probably the week before Grammys, where we just discuss who's performing, like, and going over all that stuff. And then I think Chapel will win Best New Artist just because she's had a massive year, like massive. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because I don't know. I just love to get insight on other people's opinions. Speaking of Sabrina Carpenter, I think we're gonna get a Sabrina Carpenter and Madison Beer collab. Whether that's a campaign that they're both in next year, whether it's a song remix, whether they're both in someone's music video, I don't know. but I think we're gonna get a collab. I can feel it. They're friends, they know each other, and I also just want to be delusional. So, being on the topic of Madison Beer, I think Madison Beer is going to drop her new album next year. And I think it's going to be completely different to what we have with Silence Between Songs. I think she's going to do kind of an, um, I think she's going to keep the sound of Silence Between Songs, but give it that like make you mine kind of feel. You know what I mean? Like a dance pop record or like an EDM kind of record. I think that's where she's steering in the next direction. I I don't know how I feel about it because Make You Mine is such a good song, and I know it's nominated for a Grammy too. And again, we'll talk about that when we get there. It's such a good song. 15 minutes, such a good song. If she keeps it the way she's going now, I see her being a pop girl next year, like an like main pop girl. You know what I mean? I don't know. She's just dropped some really good songs lately, so I'm super proud of her. And she's also such a fun fucking artist to see live. I've seen her twice, and the vibe is always there. She's so fun to see live. So 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 fun. All right, moving on. New Animal Crossing game. I would really like to see a new Animal Crossing game, but I don't know if it will happen. I know I wrote it down, but I don't know. I feel like Animal Crossing, the new one came out in 2020. So it's been almost, next year will be 5 years. So I think we might be due for a new one. I really love Animal Crossing. And it's only one of those games that I can get into like once and then play it for like months. Hello? Sorry. It's only one of those games I can get into and play it once for months and then never play it again. You know what I mean? But there's certain games that I can keep going back to while I'm playing, like throughout the year. Like, for example, like Stardew Valley. I can play Stardew Valley for months out of 1 year. And then I'll probably go back to it at the end of the year, maybe the beginning of the next year. Like, I'm always going back to that game because there's still so much to do. But with Animal Crossing, it's like I play it, finish it, and then I never want to pick it up again. You know what I mean? Or maybe not finish it, but like get to like a decent point in the game, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I don't know. It also takes up so much storage on my Nintendo Switch. So, anywho. Oh, this one is. I forgot I wrote this down. Elton John dies. I don't know. I feel like someone is going to die next year. I don't know who it is, but the only person I can think about is Elton John. He's getting up there. I hope he doesn't die. That's horrible. Horrible. And there's someone, and I don't even want to say her name, but I feel like you all know who I'm talking about. She is a national treasure. She's getting up there in her years. I'm trying to think of a way to describe her so you all know who I'm talking about, but I feel like you already know who I'm talking about. She's a legend, okay? And she's related to someone who might be dropping a new album next year. Okay, boom. You already know. You should know what I'm talking about. If she ever passes away, I will literally never be able to heal properly. I could I know obviously no one lives forever and she's gonna pass away while I'm on, still alive, hopefully. But I don't know how I will move on with life once she goes. Okay. Anywho, I'm not gonna say who it is because I'm not manifesting that. I don't even want to think about it. So moving on. Charlie D'Amelio comes out as gay. I don't know. That one my friend just came up with and we just kind of threw it in there. No proof. Just maybe she's gay. I don't know. New Harry Styles album. It's been a hot minute since Harry's House. I think that one came out in 22. Yeah. So next year will be 3 years since Harry's House. So I don't know. I feel like new album kind of just makes sense in the cycle album rotation. And yeah. I think all little members, all Little Mix members are going to drop solo albums next year. I think this year we kind of got a taste of what Leanne's been cooking up with her No Hard Feelings EP, which by the way was so good. Perry, she's been doing her pop girl thing, and some of her songs have been hit and miss, But let me tell you, I'm not saying every single one sucks, okay? I liked Forget About Us, okay? I thought it was a good song. Not my favorite. But I did like Tears, You Go Your Own Way, and Me, Myself, and You. So if she keeps up with how she's going, I think she will have a really good album. Jade just blown every single. I don't want to compare her to like the other Little Mix members because all their music is so different. But she's blown every single idea, every single standard that everyone thought she was going to do. Just every single thing, she's blown it out of the water. She has seriously, with Angel of My Dreams, it was incredible. Same thing with Midnight Cowboy, even though it was just a fun, like, promotional single, so good. And Fantasy, incredible. And now she's teasing It Girl, so good. Like, I am so scared for her album. But I think she's gonna release that album and it's gonna just secure her main pop girl status. I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna really push her in there. I don't know. She's just incredible. Also, if I keep like doing this, it's really cold in here, so my hands are freezing. So I apologize because I have to turn my air off I have to turn my heat off every time I film because I don't want in the mic the whole time. That was probably really loud too. Sorry. I should have done this. Okay. Let me turn my mic back up. Okay. Um. Anywho, yeah, Little Mix member solo albums next year. Another person I think is gonna pass away is Mama Chu. If you don't know who Mama Chu is, look up Tofia, watch a video. You'll know who she is. That cough has seriously gotten horrid. They're living in their car. She's another internet locale, kind of like Ashley Trevino, the one we talked about last week. But she is, in my opinion, so much worse. Actually, yeah, so much worse. Um, they're living in their car right now. Their whole situation is completely fucked, all the way to hell. So I don't know. I don't think Mama Chu's getting the proper care she needs, especially with that cough. That cough is like horrible. Like it's I don't know. It gives me it feels eerie every time I hear it. But yeah, I don't know. So I think she might pass away. I don't want anyone that I'm talking about to pass away because that's horrible. But I don't know. These are just my predictions, bruh. Don't get mad at me. The fuck. I think Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo are going to be photographed together at a music event. I don't know why. I just have like a strong feeling that like we're just gonna see a photo of them together and it's gonna completely destroy the internet. It's gonna be kind of like the "Girl So Confusing" remix. It's like gonna be one of those moments. Um, so I don't know. We'll see. What else? I got one more thing left, and this one is a little bit crazy, but hear me out. I think Addison Rae is going to release her debut album next year, and I think she and Charlie D'Amelio are going to win their Grammy for the Von Dutch remix. Von Dutch remix. Sorry, I feel like I said that wrong. I don't know. Just, again, this goes back to just predictions. I'm not saying any of this is going to happen because, can't predict the future. I'm not a psychic, but anyway, that's about it for all of my predictions. I thought that was going to take much longer. So I guess we can talk about some Christmas stuff, just because we're only 29 minutes in, and yeah, we still got a few more minutes left, so we'll just wrap it up. So those are my 2025 predictions. If you have any predictions, let me know. I would love to compare predictions. Christmas. This has been my first Christmas that I don't want to say spent alone, but like Christmas season time that I've spent alone. Just really with myself. I was working at the time when the Christmas season started and it was super, super duper busy, but yeah, it's been really nice to just like kind of do my own thing these past few months that I've been living in my apartment. It's been weird not seeing my parents every day just because I saw them every day for like the past 18 years of my life. Almost every day. So it's been kind of weird to make decisions by myself. Like, I don't know, it's been weird, but it's also been super fulfilling in a way because everything has just felt so nice. So, yeah. So I'm super happy about that. Um, I don't know if I have therapy on Monday. I'm actually, while we're on the pod, I'm gonna go ahead and send her a text saying that I can't meet on Monday. Yesterday I got Olive Garden. I know I said we talk about Christmas, and now I'm talking about whatever I want. Yesterday I got Olive Garden, and I got like create your own pasta, and I got soup. Okay, but they gave me two soups, and I did takeout, by the way. So I was like, oh, let's effing go. Two soups? Yes, please. I love soup, by the way. Um, Especially right now because it's so cold outside. I'm a soup kind of gal. I'm trying to think what else we can talk about. Let's. I know I'm like horrible at planning stuff, but let's jump on to X. Jump on to Twitter, see what's going on. Oh, SZA dropped the SOS Deluxe finally, and I can say it is one of the best deluxe albums I've ever heard. My favorite song right now is Kitchen. Let me know what y'all's favorite song are. I feel like I sound like a seal. Let me know what your favorite song is, just because I want to know. But my favorite song right now is Kitchen. So good, so good. There was some confusion, and y'all were doing a little bit too much on social media about it. Everyone waited, and it got like midnight in some places, and it was like 10 p.m. here, and the deluxe wasn't out yet, and everybody was kind of like, huh. Everyone goes to her Instagram, and she's like, hey, it's coming. We just sent it off. It's being public. Like, give it a second. She's like, it'll probably be out tomorrow a.m. in the morning. So everyone goes to bed. The music video for Drive is out, so you were able to listen to Drive. I think that, yeah, Drive. Everyone goes to bed. We wake up the next morning, and still no deluxe. I was kind of like, okay, but I wasn't upset because technically she said it came out on Friday, okay, but she didn't say what time in the original post, so it's fine. So 14 hours go by since it was supposed to come out, still no deluxe. And finally, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. for me, she released the album. And everyone was such a fucking asshole about it. I don't know what y'all's problem is, but like, it was not her fault. Her manager tweeted and was like, hey, it's my fault, sorry. Which, by the way, is already crazy. And also, she said it dropped Friday. So, like, technically the album still came out on Friday. It just didn't come out at, right at 9 in some places, 10 in some places, 11 in some places, and then midnight at some places. But it still came out. So, like, what's your problem? So, yeah, it's really good though. You should definitely go listen to it. 15 new songs. I love a proper deluxe. I love a deluxe album that's not just remix, 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 or one new song, two new songs, and then remix, remix, acoustic. Like, I love a proper deluxe album that has brand new songs, and it just love it. I love it. What do I got? I love it. And I feel like when I think of like a deluxe album, one that I like think of that was like really good and like they didn't drop the ball on, I would have to say, so I'm going to Apple Music, give me a sec. Oh, one deluxe album that low-key let me down was the deluxe album for Future Nostalgia. Again, I love that album. Like, it's really good. But I feel like reusing songs like Prisoner, that was off Miley Cyrus's album, was really annoying. And then, can I be honest? Is this a safe space? I never liked the Levitating remix. Even before DaBaby went all homophobic on us, I never liked it. I thought it should have been a remix with another female rapper artist and not DaBaby. That's just my opinion. Sorry, but I don't know, I just wasn't a fan of it. So anyway, a nice proper deluxe album I'm thinking of. Again, SOS SX whoa. SOS is a really good example. Just a deluxe album that's more music. I hate when they do the freaking acoustic versions, and it's not even a proper acoustic version. It's like just the original vocals with like a guitar behind it. I'm like, if you don't sit your ass down in a studio, have someone start playing the guitar and sing, don't piss me off. Don't. So okay, I want to apologize. I know we're already in the third episode, but my filler words, man. I listen back to the podcast and I'm like, like every 10 seconds. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but I just cannot stop going, like whenever I can't think of something. And another one that I do is like. I'm always like, and I'm like, oh my, I just did it. I'm gonna try to go the rest of this episode without saying like. Okay, let's. If I say it, I have to end the podcast. I almost just said. Wait, did I? Oh my god! Now I'm like scared. Now I'm scared. I'm gonna say it. Okay. Anywho, so yeah. Also, this is gonna be the last time you're gonna see this blanket because next time will be just like a normal blanket because it's not Christmas anymore. I wish you could see my tree. I really wish next time I want like a proper set. You know what I mean? I want you guys to be able to see like my tree that I have up. It's so beautiful. And then there's 3 presents. They're for Zoe. Next week we are going to be giving each other our gifts on the podcast. So you're probably going to want to tune into the video version of that just cuz it's going to be a little bit more interesting versus the audio version. And then we're going to have something set up in the background. So you'll see when we get there. I also booked us reservations, me, Zoe, and Eden, to this really fancy place downtown. And we're not eating until 9:30 at night, but it's because there's going to be like this burlesque show at 10. So yeah, it's for New Year's Eve. So yeah, I'm so excited to see Zoe, guys. We've been FaceTiming and talking about all the stuff we're going to do, so I'm super excited to see her. I just fucking said, we're gonna wrap up the episode. We're done. Piss me off. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up today's, this week's episode. I hope you guys had a really good Christmas. I hope you guys have a really good 2024. And I hope you guys have a good New Year's. I will see you guys next week with Zoe. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.